Hey, Internet friends. On President Trump's second day in office, he announced Project Stargate, a $500 billion joint venture introducing a new cast of characters. Larry Ellison's Oracle, Sam Altman's OpenAI, SoftBank, and MGX to construct an AI infrastructure over the next 4 years, with an eye toward reindustrialization of the United States and strengthening of national defense. Project Stargate was described by Trump as an emergency to keep AI development within the United States. But within the same breath, it was sold to us as a revolutionary step in healthcare, developing personalized cancer mRNA vaccines where they're utilizing the artificial intelligence to detect cancer through these early blood tests, then designing an individualized mRNA vaccine within 48 hours to cure that cancer.
Once we gene sequence that cancer tumor, you can then vaccinate the person, design a vaccine for every individual person to vaccinate them against that cancer. And you can make that vaccine, that mRNA vaccine, you can make that robotically, again using AI, in about 48 hours.
I believe that as this technology progresses, we will see diseases get cured at an unprecedented rate. We will be amazed at how quickly we're curing this cancer and that one and heart disease.
The first data centers are actually under construction in Texas already, and we'll be turning them over to Sam to start training their next model. But the result of the investment will be vaccines that prevent cancers, personalized medicine where we never again run into a problem like COVID-19 before.
Now, Operation Warp Speed 2.0, renewed for Season 2, wouldn't be so alarming if all of us didn't have COVID PTSD. A reported 5 billion people were coerced and forced under threat of losing their jobs to take this experimental vaccine. And of course, if you had a bad reaction to the shot, well, sorry y'all, you're out of luck. Vaccine companies cannot be held liable from an act passed in 1986. Even so, both Kansas and Texas have active lawsuits out against mRNA COVID-19 vaccine manufacturers because of their misleading pitches, their purposeful hiding of risks, in attempts to censor public discourse about these risks. They're dirty dogs. So needless to say, I felt like a little deflated balloon dejectedly circling around the room as I watched this announcement on day 2 of the Trump presidency. It was all going so great. We were doing so good. Then we got this. With an initial investment of $100 billion to start building massive data centers under SoftBank's financial support and OpenAI's operational responsibility, Project Stargate reportedly seeks to generate hundreds of thousands of American jobs, after we've just been told for years and years that AI was going to replace all of our jobs. Remember? It should be noted, because it is of interest actually, Project Stargate was a CIA program from the 1970s to 1995 which explored psychic abilities, especially remote viewing for military intelligence, which I guess is in this application kind of predictive programming for the surveillance state grid. This CIA program aimed at gathering information targets through psychic means, but was officially deemed ineffective and closed in 1995. Well, I don't need to be able to remote view CIA agents in their underwear to know that the majority of U.S. big tech is founded and funded by the CIA. In-Q-Tel is the CIA's venture capital arm, which was established to invest in technology companies to advance national security interests. And it has a neat little way of giving the illusion of a privately owned company through shadow corporation purchases, but whoop-de-doo, the tea leaves actually reveal its government intelligence. Funnily enough, with Oracle being the database and software portion of this Project Stargate endeavor, under the leadership of tribe member 80-year-old Larry Ellison, looking very young there, by the way, the CIA was actually Larry's first customer. Can you believe that? We're all shocked. The Oracle Corporation was founded in 1977 and named after a CIA project codenamed Oracle. Oracle Corporation was christened thus as it was the codename of a CIA project that all 3 original founders worked on when at the Amex Corporation, end quote. But I'll read from another article over here, quote, a quarter century later, close to a quarter of the company's revenue, $2.5 billion a year, still comes from selling software to federal, state, and local agencies. Oracle wouldn't exist if it weren't for government contracts, said Mike Wilson, author of the book The Difference Between God and Larry Ellison, end quote. And ding, 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 breaking news, Justin. The Trump administration is in talks to have Oracle and U.S. investors take over TikTok, per NPR. I thought it was going to be Meta, but it says that under the deal now being negotiated by the White House, TikTok's China-based owner ByteDance would retain a minority stake in the company. But the app's algorithm, data collection, and software updates would be overseen by Oracle. And I'm just going to say that would be super interesting because court documents also revealed that Larry Ellison is a part owner of X as well. I don't know about you, but I like all my spyware American. You know they make all that fentanyl over there in China. I don't really know what voice I did just then, but I was going for Sean Hannity. Also, back to weird coincidences with the CIA's original Project Stargate. The actual definition of an oracle is a person or thing considered to provide insight, wise counsel, or prophetic predictions, most notably including precognition of the future inspired by the gods or deities. The oracle's words are those of the gods, or somebody really wants you to think so. And combined with artificial intelligence, well, we got a situation on our hands, internet friends. The message from Oracle's gods is actually directly from the mouth of your sleep paralysis demon.
The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
But over a long period of time, I still expect that there will be some change required to the social contract, given how powerful we expect this technology to be. I'm not a believer that there won't be any jobs. I think we always find new things to do, but I do think like the whole structure of society itself will, be up for some degree of debate and reconfiguration. The whole structure of society itself will, be up for some degree of debate and reconfiguration.
And I have to wonder, is Project Stargate really about national security and curing cancer, or is it really about the surveillance state and control? So Sam Altman is the other tribe character I want to get into here, and he might be serving as like a good cop, bad cop sort of guy, sort of character. Sam Altman runs OpenAI, the company that narrowly avoided being ousted by a whistleblower who might or might not have killed himself. The jury's still out on that one. The investigation's still ongoing. And Altman is in charge of a super AI database along with Oracle for this Project Stargate. Sam Altman's sister, Anne, has filed a lawsuit alleging he regularly sexually abused her between 1997 and 2006, though Sam Altman has denied these claims. Also, Sam Altman has been openly anti-Trump since 2016. He has a bajillion tweets saying so, and he also allegedly funded Axios, a media outlet supremely critical of Trump. And he did this through his OpenAI corporation. There are also allegations that Altman, with his connection to Reid Hoffman, a known supporter of lawfare against Trump, might be influencing political discourse through financial backing of media entities.
Does it bother you that Elon Musk criticized a deal that you made publicly, that he said that he tweeted that?
No, it doesn't. He hates one of the people in the deal.
Have you spoken to him since then?
No. I've spoken to Elon, but I've spoken to all of them, actually. No, the people in the deal are very, very smart people. But Elon, one of the people he happens to hate, but I have certain hatreds of people too.
So the AI portion of Project Stargate is obviously Sam Altman's OpenAI. And in one paragraph, we've established that Altman is morally gray at best. There's an obvious need for scrutiny with these tech industry leaders as they intermingle with politics and policy and healthcare under the guise of helping. These are salesmen developing the diagnostics and developing the cure. So they tell you you're sick through a blood test that they sell, and then they sell you the answer. And I'm speculating here, but with Sam Altman being such a villain, I have to wonder if we're not just corralling him so other countries can't use his product. The whole pitch is that the US should be the AI leader of the world. We should dominate that space. But I can't help but think there is something super stinky about all of this. It just sounds very familiar. It sounds like a plot thought up by the Bill Gates military-industrial Bain & Company complex. It sounds like they had this idea, this technology ready and waiting to go. After all, who has the infrastructure to manufacture these vaccines. Didn't Bill Gates, among others, just build these factories for vaccine production during COVID under the guise of saving humanity? But he financially profited bigly. And to add insult to injury, just announced the other day Gates had sat down with Trump for a 3-hour lunch.
Have you met with Donald Trump since the election?
Yeah, I had a chance to go have a long and actually quite intriguing dinner with him.
What did you discuss? What was intriguing?
Well, we touched on a lot of things. It was over 3 hours. I felt like he was, energized and, looking forward to helping to drive innovation. I was frankly impressed with how well he showed a lot of interest in the issues I brought up.
Honestly, if Bill Gates had gotten up there on day 2 of the Trump administration and announced cancer mRNA vaccines, I think we would have actually seen riots, because everyone hates him, obviously. But with this new cast of characters, I'm not so sure. And it's all about what's not being said. That's the big issue for me. What is causing the rise in cancer? Why are companies continuing to sell products that are known carcinogens? What are they not telling us?